different this season. Gonna do not every week, not every time, but kind of some rapid fire post mortem. Took a little bit of time off after scoring just so I could recover a little bit and finish my wine. But hey, pretty interesting first episode. I'm a little more invested in Joey for the show than I have been with some of these other ones in a long, long time. From a fantasy standpoint, it was a lot of the same. A lot of those girls came in with props. There was a lot of drama for a night one. I felt like it was a little more catering to the Bachelor faithful. And I've done a lot of pitching this as a renewal, taking the lessons they learned from Golden and kind of giving the people more of what they want. But it felt like a lot of fan service to me in the first episode. We had a Here for the Right Reasons drop. We had sisters. We had people getting all frustrated at the rose ceremony. But really overall, I thought an enjoyable episode. I really liked the way it was presented, the package that we got. From a fantasy standpoint, it was very clean, very straightforward. Just to recap my picks, Leah, Lexi, Krissa, Daisy, Sydney. Not good. Not good. No one had the optimal lineup. One entry in the 602 Row Show League. Number one in the world, 104 points overall. Weird night. Really weird night. Down the stretch, normally with the rose ceremony, we get a whole bunch of really anxious people kind of narrating, and the narration that happened was really focused on Taylor, and Taylor didn't give us a whole lot of anxiousness. She was angry. We had that anger at having her time stolen. And that's not something we normally see week one. The girls usually do a pretty good job not pissing each other off because you could potentially spend the next X weeks living in the house with these girls. You usually don't see your villain come out that early. Minor spoiler is that Jess is not the villain. If you do spoilers, if you follow all that, Reality Steve called this out. Jess ended up fourth in scoring, 20 fantasy points for the week. So, you could have had the optimal lineup without her in it, but 20 points is 20 points. That was the fifth slot. So, kind of needed to have it. Those spoilers do come in handy from time to time. Tough within the episode to kind of peg the stuff that happens there. Evelyn was another one. 4 instances of crying. We knew she got the rose, but if you had told me kind of the progression of that, I never would have believed it without having those spoilers. The thing with the sisters was bizarre. Lauren ends up coming in 8th for scoring. Her sister at 14th. Serviceable point amounts there. But that's just a weird edit. It's just a weird way to go about the show. Not what we normally see. So I'm curious to see how they do this going forward. Some people complaining about the scoring. Maria doing the kiss talk, kiss talk, kiss talk. Those are always going to be different kisses for Rose League. It's just how it's scored. And if she's going to do that the whole show, you have to be aware of that. What we've seen in the past is the girls who do that nonsense and the baby talk and the talking in between the kisses, they do it for the whole show. So Maria could be huge for points if that's something that she does. So obviously Maria number 1 for scoring. Leah at 2 with the first impression rose. Hopefully you had her in your lineup. That was a lock for me. Just kind of knowing that narrative. Autumn in 3rd. Autumn kind of got a little bit of the feature time, a lot of screen time for her. I have to double check to see how long she sticks around. But if they're going to continue featuring her, that could be a spot where you can pick up some points. Jess and Lexi and Taylor all tied with 20 to round out your top 5 there. Lexi, we knew got a kiss. She ended up getting a pretty good amount of screen time. There's a decent storyline there that they might develop on, they might not. And I don't know what to do with this Jess thing. I don't have my notes up to see exactly how far she goes. And we're going to try to keep these recap shows kind of spoiler free, just kind of talking about game theory, which is what we see right now. So obviously for next week, you want the one-on-one date or dates, and then start focusing on where your villain edit comes in. But great job to everyone tonight. Night one went really, really smoothly. I hope if you are playing Rose League for like the first time, you enjoyed it. If you are new to here, new to our channel, we're gonna do stuff just a little bit different this season and bring some guests and some friends on and talk Bachelor. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later this week for a pick show, maybe a preview, but I'm not gonna commit to that by any means. So thanks, and we'll see you on the 602 Row Show.